All right, we got a warm-up for you here. If you're ready, if you're settled in and ready, then sing along with us. This song has some different parts. You don't have to sing the different parts. You can just stay with me on the regular part that we're going to sing at the beginning. You've heard it before, maybe. It's this part. You're going to stay with that if you want. If you hear them singing, if you're Diana or Joanne singing a different part that you like, sing with them. Okay? But we'll start with the part that we all do.
I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. My eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free.
That's it.
I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. My eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free. I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. Now my eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free. I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. My eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free. I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. My eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free.
One more time.
I know that God loves me. I have all that I need. My eyes are open and now I see. I let go and I am free. I let go and I am free.
One more time.
I let go and I am free.
Beautiful. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. Don't we have the best music here? Don't we have great musicians? So, in just 2 weeks from now, we're going to give you a lot more of that. Backed by popular demand, we will have a summer concert live on the lawn. So come talk to me, talk to Tyler outside, get a flyer, hear about it, get tickets if you're ready for the concert on the lawn. Now, please rise in body or spirit and join us in singing, God is my source. One, two, three.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Talk about love.
Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need.
Love is my source.
Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
What great music we have this morning. We have Lisa, Joanne, Diane leading us in song. And we have Mitch Monroe as our feature artist today with Dave, Dusty, and Dan. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. It is such a delight to be here and be a part of your service. I feel like I'm reverberating. Am I, guys? No? Okay. Vibrating. Oh, Dawn, thank you.
High vibration. High.
Yes. I'm just so thrilled to be. Did I say who I am? Oh, I'm Linda Stevens. And, you know, sometimes it just kind of goes around and around, but it's such a delight to be a part of your service this morning. So good, 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 good. I invite you to turn your cell phones off so that we can enjoy this sacred time together. And please join me in turning to our camera in the back and saying, good morning, folks at home. Thank you for being a part of our service this morning. We know you're not here in the physical, but we feel your energy and your love and being a part of our service from afar. Thank you, thank you. So now let's kind of start our quiet time and let's turn inward. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. Our mission at Unity of Walnut Creek is, in a loving community, we empower spiritual growth by modeling and teaching universal spiritual principles. Now I invite you to turn inward and take an affirming breath together and repeat our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Now I invite our ushers to come forward. And they have with them a packet of welcome information. So if you're with us for the first time and you're comfortable in doing so, would you please raise your hand so that our ushers can give you a packet of information? Yes. And we encourage you to stay on the patio after service and come outside and meet with us. We have our first Sunday is our kind of get to know each other Sunday, so we'll have refreshments outside. Now, if you didn't pick up, every day is our Sunday get to know each other. Thank you, Bobby, and that is so true. That is so true. But on the first Sunday, we're going to start having refreshments. So it's kind of a special extra Sunday to get to know everybody as you do those things. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, thank you guys for being here with us, especially for the new people. There's a connection card in that packet, and if you'll take it to our bookstore, we have a welcome gift for you. For everyone else, there is a connection card in the seat pocket in front of you. If you'd take the moment and fill that out, let us know that you're here. If you have any questions, there's one of those cell phones. It just didn't get turned off. I understand that. Sometimes I'm the one who didn't turn it off before I get up here. So that's okay. So everybody else, check yours now again, okay? So on those connection cards, you can submit a prayer request, you can give us feedback, or ask a question. And please place those cards in the basket at the end of the service. And now it's time to stand up and tell your neighbors good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, good morning.
Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go.
Something wonderful.
Something wonderful,
Sing it with us.
something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now.
Where can you feel it?
I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul,
In my heart.
I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go.
Something wonderful.
Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now.
One more time. Something wonderful.
Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now.
Ready?
Something wonderful.
Everyone. Hello. Good morning. My name is Zoe, and today, hi. Today is birthday Sunday. So if your birthday is in July, please stand up so we can celebrate you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you.
All right. We have several upcoming activities. Back by popular demand is the Unity Munch and Mingle. After each service, our connection team will provide light refreshments on the patio, and it's a great opportunity to connect with new and old friends. Are you new to Unity, or would you like to refresh your knowledge about Unity? Join us today at 1 o'clock for our New to Unity orientation. Pick up your Munch and Mingle snacks, and then come meet new friends, ask questions, and learn about Unity. Our backpack drive starts next Friday. We help at-risk children by giving them backpacks and school supplies. For more information about a list of what to put in the backpacks, pick up a flyer on the patio or in the bookstore. And join us next Saturday for our Blessed Fest. Yeah. Come to remember that you are blessed as we celebrate our unique expressions of the universal divine with drumming, tai chi, yoga, live music, and a vegan meal. And we are beginning the process of updating our membership rules. This will become a biannual process to keep us all connected. All members of Unity of Walnut Creek are requested to self-identify. Meet Casey.
Self-identify is kind of an interesting way to say it.
That's what it says on here. I just read what it says. Yes, so in order to self-identify, please meet Casey on the deck. On the deck? On the patio? On the patio next Sunday to confirm your membership status and to have your photo taken for Unity Connects. And please see your bulletin or the website for more information about these and other activities. And Reverend Kristen has one more announcement for us.
Thank you. So he's like, I'm just following the script, right? So we have some other exciting things happening. This week we launch our first summer series of 6-week classes, and we are going to kick them off literally tomorrow with West Coast swing dance lessons with Zula Reeves. Zula is a professional dance teacher, and it is not only going to be fun, but you're really going to learn how to do this. And she's got an amazing repertoire of music, too. So it's going to be just a wonderful way to connect. And you can come without a partner, and you'll actually be purposely changing partners so you can learn to dance with different people as well. And then on Thursday, we have Myrtle Fillmore's Healing Letters, taught by one of our licensed Unity teachers, Ron Salazar, who you know well, also a facilitator. And also Jeannie Fusen will be teaching some of the classes as well. This is a great way, if you either love Myrtle and you want to kind of reconnect with her, she's our co-founder in Unity, for those of you who don't know, or you really want to be introduced to Myrtle through her personal letters to people that people would send in prayer requests, and she would write these letters back. You too can experience both the healing and the love and the affirmations that she shares, but also get to know her a little bit more and get to know our foundation a little bit more. So we hope you'll join us for those classes. And then next Sunday, Greg Tamblin will be with us. Greg is hailing from Kansas City. He's a talented musician. He's a funny guy. He's a funny speaker, and he also knows how to bring a meaningful message. And then after services, he'll be sharing a workshop, a humor workshop, vibrating at the frequency of fun, I think is what it's called. There's details in your bulletin. So it'll be about bringing out your own humor, your own humorous expression. So you know how much you love to laugh and you gravitate toward funny people? If you don't consider yourself one of those funny people, Greg's going to help draw that out. So come at 2 o'clock next Sunday if that sounds fun to you. Yeah, we can clap to that, Mario. Thank you. So I want to move into our time of meditation now. David Peterson is one of our prayer chaplains, and he always gifts us with one of his original works as a poet. So thank you, David, for starting us off, followed by some music and guided meditation.
This is called Finding the Path. Taste your music. Go to your festival. Become perfect. Become your truth. Wait. Now sigh. Feel relief. Press on. Heaven is here on earth. Soul is in everyone. Follow the principles. Wash your own feet. Honor yourself. Touch yourself. Reach for your balance in unexpected places. Come home. Let go. Dissolve the guilt. Forgive. Words mean little now. All thoughts. Symbols. altered in the silence of your heart.
God is so amazing, shining through me. God is so amazing, shining through me. One look in my eyes, and you can see. God is so amazing, shining through me. God is so amazing, shining through us. God is so amazing, shining through us. Your heart and my heart, it's the sweetest love. God is so amazing, shining through us.
So we take these precious moments together to rest in the amazement. The amazement of all of creation. Starting right here with our own bodies. Realizing we don't even have to think to breathe. But the source of all being breathes us into life. We don't even pay attention to the fact that our heart beats a lot of the time. And yet there it is, doing its work. Bringing vibrancy and love throughout our whole beings. When we open our eyes from here and look around the world, we see so many amazing things. The way the light plays through the leaves of the trees, of the plants, and the gorgeous flowers. Beautiful sky, the crescent moon. The way somebody we love catches our eyes and makes us smile from the inside out. This life is so amazing. It is with deep, deep gratitude for the many gifts. We sit for a moment in sacred silence together. begin to think of all the things that bless our lives, the love and the life all around us. It's allowing to flash through our minds, our sacred memories, and maybe just a moment ago or this moment right now. We give thanks for the silence, and we give thanks for a sense of connection and be part of a community. And for all those who we just celebrated their birthdays, we give thanks for their existence upon this planet and for the participation in this place, to feel like a place we have family, like-minded friends. Give thanks for the music. So many blessings. Once we start, there is no end. And so it is with great amazement that we sing. Amen.
God is so amazing, shining through me. God is so amazing, shining through me. One look in my eyes, and you can see. God is so amazing, shining through me.
These are days you'll remember, never before and never since. I promise, will the whole world be warm as this? And as you feel it, you'll know it's true, that you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that'll grow and bloom in you. These are days you'll remember, when May is rushing over you with desire to be a part of the miracles you see. And every hour you'll know it's true, that you are blessed and lucky. It's true that you are touched by something that'll grow and bloom in you. These are days, these days you might fill with laughter until you break. These days you might feel a shaft of light make its way across your face. And when you do, You'll know how it was meant to be. See the sign, know they're speaking to you. See the signs and know the meaning, know the meaning. It's true, it's true. Hear the sign, know they're speaking to you.
Thank you, Mitch and company. Too many amazing musicians to name, right? How many of you got to see fireworks this week? Oh, yes, lots of you. And did you say wow? Like a whole string of wows that topple on top of each other wows? You know, like, wow, oh, wow, whoa, wow, wow. Does that happen to you, or is it just me? It's like this collective wow, right? Did you know wow is a prayer? Just that word, wow, is a prayer. Wow, right? How simple, right? We don't have to complicate it. Anne Lamott says, help, thanks, wow. They're the only 3 prayers you ever need to know. She has a little slim volume. It's actually a humorous, as Anne always is. And Anne, our bookstore manager, ordered some, so if you're interested. So that was part of the inspiration for this prayerful Essentials of Prayer mini-series that we've been doing. I had to sneak in a little, affirmative prayer, so we also put in Claim Truth. So today we're kind of putting the thanks and the wow together, because thanks and wow, they just go together, don't they? They just run right together, because when we are in wow, we are in gratitude, and when we are in gratitude, there's often a wow. And it can be a wow, or it can be a wow, It can be that kind of sacred wow, like quiet wow, maybe lowercase wow. Just, it's in there, and it can be this really expressive kind of wow. So we're going to just talk about wow today and experience a little wow. So one of the things that really wows me is something I want to share with you on video that I think you two, if you've got a pulse, will be wowed by too. Something maybe you've seen in person before or you've probably seen on video, but let's experience it together one more time. Wow.
I got it! It did! Yes! I did it again!
Yeah, wow. There's more. He's going to do it again. Slow-mo. Yeah. So, did you know that whales are
He's right.
about the length of a city bus plus another 12 feet, a humpback whale? And if you loaded 2 city buses and put them on a scale together, you'd have about how much a whale weighs. And they jump out of the water like that. I mean, that puts some perspective on it, doesn't it? So next week, Bradley and I are going to Maui again. I know. Wow, right? I'm glad you can share with us the joy. And so we were there one other time, and we were snorkeling, and it was one of those like wows on top of each other kind of moments, experiences. So we were underwater, and we both love turtles, and we got to swim with these sea turtles. Just showed up, It wasn't like it was one of those planned like swim with the turtles thing. It's like we were just snorkeling, and there they are. And so it was like, wow, there's sea turtles. And then you might want to close your eyes and be with me underwater for a minute, because then this is what I began to hear and started to nudge her wildly. That's the other kind of wow, isn't it? Yeah. It's like hauntingly beautiful. So we don't see these things and then, right? We don't expect these things, and then we have these experiences, and it's just brings us into that, thank God I'm alive moment, full presence. Wow is a prayer that praises. It's an expression of praise. And so when we say, wow, we praise that which we are loving and experiencing and enjoy with, and it increases. Its appearance increases. Its reverberation within us increases. So that expression, that wow, that moment of gratitude, or that wow, it really, it does something to our whole being. It shifts something in our whole being, doesn't it? So it's worthy of like setting it aside as this is a prayer all by itself. So most of my wows, I don't know about you, but occur in nature, in relationship to like art or poetry or music maybe, or amazing physical feats. Like, do you ever watch the Olympics and it's just like, wow, 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 like what the human body can do? Or acrobatics or something like that. It's just amazing. Or the creativity or the ingenuity. All of these things I'm guessing are also things that make you say wow, that bring you into that state of awe, that sense of wonder about life. And if you think it's just out there, think again. In your very own body, there are amazing, magnificent things happening. Here's a few. Every hour, 1 billion cells in your body are replaced. So while we sit here together in this hour, we are all replacing 1 billion cells in our bodies. Isn't that incredible? The eye of the human can detect 500 shades of gray. Not 50, 500. You're awesome with that. You're always right on cue. We don't plan that. He just does it. Okay, here's another one. Your thigh bone is stronger than concrete. What? I know, right? Wow. Your brain has about 100 billion neurons working at such a level of precision and intelligence that your own brain cannot comprehend its own magnificence. It's a little bit like us not being able to comprehend the idea that we are divine. We talk about it all the time. We remind each other. We say it. I don't know about you, but it's like I forget and I remember, I forget and I remember. And even when I remember, I don't always experience until I'm in a moment of full-on presence and going, wow. In those moments, I'm sort of like, wow. There's a place for kneeling. We don't do it too much in Unity, but there's a place for that because it's that just humbleness of the wow of life and who we are and what we get to experience and what's available to us, the human connections, the connections with other beings. Just there's so much, right? There's so much good in this life. Don't let the news out there tire you, exhaust you, allow you to forget the truth. Because the truth is everywhere present in this world. It's in the beauty of things, sometimes even painful things. There's a wow, that sacred connection kind of wow. So the state of awe is described as a time when we are moved by overwhelming feelings of wonder, reverence, or admiration. And so it is when we are in those states that what follows is the expression, which is the wow part. In a state of wonder, in a state of awe, is what then brings forth the single word, that single expression. The writer of Psalms knew this well, knew the state of awe well, and expressed the wow in this way. You made me so happy, God. I saw your work and I shouted for joy. How magnificent your work, oh my God. It's really what we're saying, isn't it? We're praying that psalm when we're in that state. I had this experience during the summer camp. We had a kids' Unity summer camp a full week long. You're going to hear more about it at the end when Michelle comes in with the kids. But anyway, so that was going on, and it was really exciting. We had 20-some kids here, 20 or 21 kids. And I walked in the room one day, and it was like glad shouts for joy. You know, they had made these clay representations. They learned what their power animal was, or identified their power animal, and then they made clay representations of all their animals, and they were colorful clay. And they were circling around me, all lifting up their artwork to be shown and seen and appreciated and noticed, and themselves, really, right? Because this is a part of me. I'm the fox, I'm the coyote, I'm the, monkey, somebody was, and all these different animals. And so I was just sort of like spinning around, and going, wow, wow, wow. And they were like, look at mine, look at mine. There was all these glad shouts, And it was the psalm in action. It was, you made me so happy, God. I saw your work and I shouted for joy. How magnificent your work. Oh my God. That was that moment right there, We think of God as this like entity, this thing that we've been, enculturated into thinking that it's like somehow out there or over there or up there in the sky or whatever it is. No, it's right here. It's right here with the children as we're spinning around and they're vying for attention to show their piece of work. And you're saying, wow, that is beautiful. It's so colorful. It's vibrant. Wow, you're the fox. That's so cool. And there's that moment, right? Sort of a frenzied moment. But then there's that, that we share together. The state of wonder, the state of awe, the prayer of wow. There's a surprise element to wow that's so important. It's such a piece of this, right? That you're, snorkeling along or swimming along and a 50-ton animal breaches out from underneath the depths of the sea that, you didn't see coming, right? It's that kind of thing. Or it's the simple things like, maybe you're feeling a little blue or a little lonely and somebody does something very kind for you, like makes you a cup of tea or gives you a hug, just when you needed it. It's this sort of nurturing, like, wow, they really knew what I needed, or I didn't even know what I needed until that got delivered, So it's all of that. It's the wow is those unexpected moments of kindness, those great surprises. They're the things like, that move us, like a piece of music moves us. I think often of the magnificence of this one single instrument. The violin can weep, and it can be a jubilant fiddle, and both are equal wows. They're just those two kinds of wow, And that's just like simple examples, but you just begin to think of them, and it's just like gratitude. It just sort of tumbles out, right? All the wonder, all the awe, all the amazement of what we are and what this life offers us, and who we have come to be, and who we have yet to become, who we will become, who we are becoming in this moment. And then this moment is just it. We experience it when we are inside the prayer of wow. Wow can be a moment of spiritual realization. It can be a moment of inspiration. Did you know that word means in spirit? So when we are inspired, we are in spirit. We are in that moment. We are in that presence. We can hear something, you all know this, you can hear something 50 times, 50 different ways, and on the 51st time, it's like the angels sing and you get it. Like the aha just happens, the shift happens, the spiritual realization occurs. I think that's something like how it might have happened for Myrtle Fillmore, although she may not have heard it 50 times because it was new thought, right, that she was being exposed to. But she's sitting in this lecture, as many of you know, our co-founder Myrtle, and she hears this man say, you are a child of God, and therefore you cannot inherit illness. And she just gets it at a cellular level. Oh my God, that's it. All my life, I've believed myself to be sickly. I bought this idea of that sickness is genetic, and that it got passed down through my genes, and that I've looked to my mother and my father and their mothers and their fathers, and instead I could recognize, oh no, I am a child of the universe. I am a child of the source. I have a mother, father, God, and it's not possible to inherit sickness when I recognize that truth. And so she stepped into that truth. And do you know when she stepped into that truth, what it did? It not only healed her, the work that she did to heal herself, it spawned an entire movement. That's why we're here today, because one woman heard a message and let that spiritual realization, that wow prayer, turn into a complete change, a complete shift for her, and then a creative overflowing into this movement that she created with her husband, Charles. So it's really potent, this simple expression. It's so much more than a simple, I think I say it a lot. I'm going to say it more, because now that I really have come into it as a prayer, which I really, hadn't up until recently, really embodied or known as a prayer or thought of as a prayer, and I hope you're with me on this too. Suddenly it's like every time you say that, you can realize, wow, I'm praying. Wow, I'm praying. Wow. And yeah, it is a prayer because I feel it. That's the key to prayer, right? We talked about the Word. The Word is God. In the beginning was the Word. God, the Word was with God, and the Word was God. It's the potency of the Word. But to recognize then, what does that Word do? How does it move in me? How does it move through me? What does it express in me? What do I feel when I say it? So really, you might find that there's some other words that are prayers for you too. Something other than help, thanks, wow, claiming truth in its various ways. And whatever that is for you, let it be your prayer. Because the more we allow that, the more we become the prayer, the more we live the prayer, and the more we're in this beautiful, awesome state of the presence of God. So wow can be, also the end of something that, we've been experiencing. I remember going through a hard breakup, and every morning I'd wake up, I'd open my eyes, and I'd cry. And then one morning I woke up, I opened my eyes, and I went, wow, I think I'm done. You ever do that? The end of a loss, you've been grieving and grieving and grieving, and then one day it's just like, I don't feel like crying anymore. I think I'll go out for a walk. It's just like you've shifted, but you allowed that period of time. And that was that sort of, wow, I loved this person so much, or I had so many dreams tied in here, and then you can just realize, there's new life, there's new beginnings, there's something else that wants to sprout, like the little green that sprouts at the beginning of spring, and then new hope, and then flowering. Lo and behold. It happens to us again and again and again in our lives, right? Then we get into a difficult time and we totally forget everything we ever learned, right? You ever do that? Like, oh my God, I'm going to be swallowed up with this, because it's just, I don't, and then it's just remember, just take a moment to pause and go, oh no, I've been here before. I've been here before. Maybe I'll just start with a little wow. Because I made it through that, and I made it through that, and I made it through that, and I made it through that. Wow. That's pretty incredible, right? Before you know it, you've talked yourself into wow. It really is that close always for us. No matter what's going on in our lives, there can be that shift without overrunning what is true here, what is also true here. If there's sorrow here, there's sorrow here, and that's okay too. We're not trying to bypass it. We're just trying to bring it along with us as we move in a natural rhythm of wow. Wow can be a point of connection, a point of compassion, a point when we recognize that in another person. Wow, that must really hurt. Wow, yeah, this human life can be tough sometimes. And there's those moments of connection, and that's a wow too, right? So wow is a prayer, it's an expression, it's a prayer of gratitude, it's an uplifting, it's a multiplier of blessings, it's a joy, it's an expression of great joy. It makes us stand up straighter and put our arms out wider to life, to ourselves, to an openness, to an expectancy, even though we'll always be surprised. I don't ever want to stop being surprised at how our principles work. If I ever do, if you ever catch me doing that, please just write me. Because the surprise is, even though we can claim truth and we can expect it and we can know it and we can be in faith, when it comes along, I want to say, wow. Every time. I want to have that delight, that moment of surprise, that joy. And I think we can have both, right? We can have both. Because that's a big part of it, is that piece of it, to always be in delight for what comes for us. And so we can miss it though, right? We can miss the wows. We miss them all the time. We don't know what we miss sometimes, but we miss them all the time. So the keys are to stay open. And to stay open means to stay open in a way where you're not getting in that, oh yeah, been here, done that kind of mode, right? I already know this. I've already heard that 100 times. I get that, yeah. Who wants to be in that kind of energy, But we kind of get a little spiritually smug on the, we can get a little righteous, a little, or be about being right. And it just shuts everything down. It shuts the wow factor down because it's all about that sort of childlike, openness. And so if we really want to enter the kingdom, as Jesus said, to be childlike, it requires a kind of openness. It requires a kind of a sense of paying attention. So Dr. John Izzo gives a perfect example of this with he and his daughter. He's writing a report, and his daughter comes in, and she said, Daddy, you got to see this bug. It's the most incredible bug I've ever seen. It's red, and it's spotted, and it's so beautiful. You have to see this bug. It's down in the driveway. Come see the bug. He's writing his report. He kind of pretends like he didn't even hear anything, So she repeats the whole thing over again, exactly as she said it, because he must not have heard her, right? Daddy, you must go down, to see this bug. You got to come with me. It's black and it's red and spotted. I've never seen anything like this. And it's down in the driveway. Come see it with me. And she's, he says, well, I'm working on a report right now. Maybe the bug will wait, and it'll still be there when I'm done. Maybe it'll just be hanging around still. And she's totally undaunted, And she says, Daddy, bugs do not wait for us. And so he realizes, the innocent wisdom, right? And so he's like, okay, yeah, let's go see the bug. So we walk down our very long driveway, and we get to the bug. He said, she's right. It was like one of the most beautiful caterpillars he'd ever seen. It was red, and it was black, and it was spotted, and it was beautiful. And he says, so many years later, my daughter's all grown up. He goes, I can close my eyes. I can't remember a word of that report, what the report was about, who it was for, what the title was. But what I can remember, exactly what that bug looked like, and that moment shared with my daughter of wow. Yeah, that's what it's about, right? That's what it's about. We get so busy on our agendas and our time, on our to-dos, that we've completely forgotten about the source of all goodness that brings us a gift and another gift. Here, how about this wow? Here, how about this? Hey, how about some awe here? How about some gratitude? How about I lift you up? And we're there, looking at our cell phones, walking down the street. We have no idea, right? We missed it all. So it's that showing up, it's a paying attention, it's staying open. It's simple, but not always easy, because the world will distract us in 65 ways and plus. So and the Buddha says it like this, says, if we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. So we can also be very purposeful of just sort of stopping and looking, right? And look, have you ever really when you look, you begin to look or maybe smell the flower, and then you really look inside the flower, and you see all those intricate patterns. It's like the pattern of the universe inside a single flower. It's pretty darn amazing. Things that make you go, wow. So if you need a wow, just go look at a flower. Right here on our property, we have some beautiful flowers. So it can be proactive, that you seek out the amazement of life. But it also, and almost always, is a delightful surprise, what you find. And that's a big part of how this expression comes forward, which is really the last of this sort of how-to, if there's a how-to, to stay open, to pay attention, and to express. All these psychologists study happiness now. Thank goodness. We're not all about studying what's wrong with us, but we're actually studying what's right with us these days, And so they study happiness, and they see that actually people who have gratitude practices report greater levels of happiness. Not really a big surprise. And they also say that not only is that great, but if you express your gratitude, happiness levels go up even higher. So it is not just the feeling of, wow, I feel really grateful, and you're thinking that to yourself, or you're feeling it inside of yourself, but saying it out loud. Wow, I am so grateful. It's like a whole nother declaration, a whole nother experience of the happiness, of the joy of life. So in the same way, yes, wow, we want to express it. We want to be in it. Let's just say it. Let's say wow together. Wow. See how good that feels? And then when you hear it in stereo, it's like, yeah, that feels really good. So, and so just kind of wrapping where we've been. So we've been at help and claiming truth. And so if things feel stagnant or stuck or anything like that in your life, you can just pray help, right? It opens the way, help. Or if there's a sense of, I need to pull forth the truth here, I'm forgetting what the truth is, you just claim the truth, speak the truth, speak your divinity into being, speak the goodness into being for your others, for yourself, for all life. If it's too hard for you to get there right now, you're not in a state of bringing forth the love and the joy and the health and the wholeness and the harmony and all those great things, and you're like, yeah, I'm not quite there yet, then just pray I know there's a pony in here somewhere prayer. Because it's a prayer of hope, it's a prayer of knowing, it's a prayer of blessing, right? The blessing is in here somewhere. And I'm going to call it forth, I'm going to claim it, I'm going to know it's true. That will bring forth a kind of wow when you least expect it, which is a part of the joy. I think Spirit must have if Spirit were personified, it would have a lot of joy around this idea, or the very energy of Spirit maybe has joy in the surprise element of this. Let me just really surprise them right now with this, and then, a breaching whale or some such thing, a flower opening before your eyes. So I had some prayers when I came here, some prayers for our community. And one of them was, I really wanted us all to be on the same page and have the framework of the 5 basic principles, because it just really gives us this solid foundation of knowing what unity is, communicating what unity is, and all of our companion teachings sort of layer in underneath the principles. So it just gives us this solid framework. That's why we teach that to people as they're coming in new to become members, so that we're all kind of speaking that language, at least understanding that framework that is unity. We're not the kind of folks who want a lot of dogma, but just to have some guiding principles is really helpful, something to grab onto and to understand. So that was one of my prayers, that be something that's really known in our community, that's a really solid foundation that we stand on. And then also, I was really wanting some color and art in our sanctuary. And so you got to be careful when you're new, because there could be some sacred cows you don't know about. So I had to ask the board and the staff, what do you think about color and art in the sanctuary? And everybody was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, great. So then Annie and I, our stage manager, got together with some of our artists in the community, and we began to just toss around ideas and talk about color and talk about art. And then prayers sometimes require patience. It kind of just went into a quiet space for a while. Elena Dorinkina was one of the artists who I had been talking to, or who came to our first meeting. Elena, do you want to come up? And yeah. It was her birthday yesterday, too. So Elena came to the first meeting. We're tossing around ideas, and then she had a show or something. He said, I need some time to do my show. And so things just kind of went latent, and then I said, Elena, what do you think about the 5 basic principles? She said, yes. And if you've seen Elena's amazing art, why don't you take that off? So you have a... Oh, just come. I want you close to me. So then if you've seen Elena's art before, it's beautiful. And she hasn't done as much in the style that we were talking about. And I said, well, this is a totally different style. And what'd you say?
Yes, I can do it. I will pray and meditate.
So I thought, well, maybe we'd have 5 different artists, or what would be pop. She's like, no, I can do them. I'll do them all. There'll be some consistency. So, 2 prayers got answered in one. And Elena made not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Oh, yes, 5.
Oh,
5. 5 canvases for us. This was a labor of love. She's a professional artist, so you know how much time and talent and energy and generosity this represents. Her husband happens to be a contractor and on our board, Dimitri, and he hung them, planned for the hanging, put lighting up, draped them. And so, would you like to see them? Dimitri, let's take a look. Principle number 1. Oh, we could have a drum roll, Dan.
no.
Principle number 2. And number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure. I had such a fun and joy, and thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Enjoy.
Thank you. That's a wow prayer, don't you think? Let's say wow together. Wow. That's my prayer. Wow, that's my prayer. Let's say that. Wow, that's my prayer. So it is. Thank you.
We are so blessed to have such fabulous talent and loving energy, and now to join us every Sunday so we can all meditate on those when we come in the morning. I think this is perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our prayer chaplains are available after service to provide that personal prayer support. If you're a prayer chaplain serving this morning, would you please stand? We have Bobby and Barbara and beautiful, beautiful prayer chaplains here. So if you have a concern or a joy on your heart this morning, please seek out one of our prayer chaplains. It is a precious way to have your intentions raised up in consciousness. And now let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with a universal law of circulation, which is, as we give, so shall we receive. Thank you. In truth, there's no lack, there's no limitation. Abundance is already our true nature. For your convenience, there's a variety of ways to give to our community here. For electronic giving, you can download the app on your smartphone called Give. It's pronounced Give, but it's spelled G-Y-V-E. Or you can take an envelope from the clipboard that's on the seat pocket in front of you. And for those of you at home, we don't forget you. You can click on Give, or you can click on the Donate button on the Watch Live page. Now I encourage you to take your tithes and your love offerings together as we affirm our blessing. Together, divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of a living, I just want to celebrate another day of love. I just another day of life. You down, no, no, don't let it turn you around. Don't let it all get you down, no, no, don't let it turn you around. I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of love. I'll put my faith in the people. The people let me down. But I look the other way and I carry on anyhow. I just want to celebrate, yeah. Another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Don't all get you down, no, no, get you down, no, no. Don't let it turn you around. Bothered with sorrow, and I can't be bothered with hate. So I look the other way and I'm feeling fine anyway. I just want to celebrate, yeah. Another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Don't let it all take it down, no, no. Don't let it turn you around, around and around and around and around and around and around. I just want to celebrate.
Come to the right place to celebrate, huh? Come on forward, please. Let's bless our gifts. Thank you, Spirit, for our blessings, for this abundant good, for our financial flow, for our financial freedom, for our ease, for this ministry that is wow at every turn. Thank you, God. Let's bless it together. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, unceasing flow of absolute good in our lives now. So it is. Thank you, ushers. Let's welcome our children. Marching in the light of God. We are 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 marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. You might want to be seated because they have a little bit to tell us about.
Good morning. So we had a wonderful summer camp here at Unity of Walnut Creek with 20 campers and a robust team of volunteers. We had a magical week together. Does anyone want to share anything about camp?
We built fairy houses. We went to the water park.
Anybody else from our campers? Someone said this morning, we were sitting in circle time, someone said, "This feels like camp." I said, "Yeah, it does. It feels like camp." It was wonderful. We have a slideshow to show you.
The light in me sees the light in you. The light in me sees the light in you. I honor you as you honor me. Namaste, namaste, namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. The light in me sees the light in you. I honor you as you honor me. Namaste, namaste, namaste.
So 2 weeks before camp, we thought we might cancel because of enrollments. And Michelle said, "Oh, no, we can't cancel." She said, "I'll do it." And 11 more kids signed up within those 2 weeks, and she pulled off this camp for 20 kids. I'd love it if Carl and Carolyn, if you're here, if Lisa, if you join us up here for the blessing. Carl and Carolyn and Lisa were here all week long. So Michelle said part of her ability to pull this off was she had these amazing volunteers. Destiny was here, and some of our other parents were part of it. So let's bless them all for this amazing event. Together, children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. I invite you to take your neighbor's hand now as we close out with our prayer of protection and our peace song. Oh, Tina, we should have had you up there. Tina's the one who brought her wolf. Yeah. Thank you. Do you want to come up? You're welcome to come up. Come on up. If you want to meet a real wolf. I might have started something. Sorry, Tina. Let's pray out together. Go ahead, say it in the microphone.
I just read this whole big article, and the front page was a big picture of a lady walking a wolf, and it was all about how healing that is.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, the Edge. The Edge came to visit us. That's his name. All right, let's pray out together. We could tell stories all day. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine. You are the light and the love and the peace on earth right now. So let your light shine and let's have wow. Have wow. Didn't quite pull that off.